Hey, this is Mike Barnes, a financial first responder. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe my channel. Hey, today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to talk about God's creatures. We're going to talk about the lessons we've learned from those creatures. And the first creature that I'm going to talk to you about is the ant, A-N-T. We're going to talk about the 7 reasons to think like an ant when it comes to your money. We're going to be covering vulnerabilities, threats, and consequences. So let's get started. And of course, those are financial vulnerabilities, financial threats, and financial consequences. Mike Barnes, a financial first responder. Like and subscribe to this channel. Click the link below for notifications. And this is for educational purposes only. Please consult with a financial advisor, a licensed financial advisor, or a financial professional if you decide to make decisions in the future. Let's get started. So, planning should be inevitable. You should have a plan, especially when it comes to winter. See, ants assume winter is coming. Now, for some of y'all that are on the East Coast right now, you've been hit with massive storms for the past week or two. Snow has been up to your doorsteps. You haven't been able to move. A lot of times, this is the way your finances happen, or things happen to your finances. You have that financial vulnerability, assuming tomorrow will look like today is probably the best bet. And then you have what we call the tactical lessons. We want to build the emergency fund for crises that hit. Now, there's a lot of people that knew the storm was coming, but they didn't go out and get food. They had to wait until the storm let up to get food. That's a bad place to be in, people. I need you to start thinking about your finances like the ant thinks about how they take care of their colony. So, let's go. As far as storing during abundance, a lot of you don't think like the ant. See, the ant will store food for during times of abundancy or plentiness because they have more than enough. So when resources are plentiful, they put their food away. You, when resources are plentiful, you don't put the money away like you should. I want you to understand this. Most people make $1 million in their lifetime but won't save half of it. Financial threats, lifestyle inflation. You're trying to keep up with the Joneses. You're trying to keep up with the Barneses or whoever. You need to have a plan in place. The tactical lesson here, people, is you need to save your bonuses, your overtime, and any surplus income. You need to set that aside in the event of something happening, because it will happen. You just want to make sure that you're prepared when it does. They diversify the roles and resources. See, no single ant is the plan, i.e., for you, financial vulnerability. Relying on one source of income is a bad thing. As I like to say, your job is your first business partner. I heard that from someone. I think it was Storm and Leroy that said it best. Your job is your first real partner, but some of you need a side hustle, a main hustle, and a additional hustle to make sure that you are straight. You have your tactical lesson that diversifying your income and your savings and your protection is the best course of action that you should be doing. Like I said, you should talk to your financial advisor, the financial first responder, somebody in the financial arena, that financial professional. Because what we don't want you to do is what's about to happen on this next slide. Playing Jenga with your income. You want to protect the future first. See, ants protect the queen and the larvae. The financial threat, the loss of income, or your health could happen at any time. The tactical lesson I want you to know here is I want you to protect your dependents with cash reserves and the proper insurance. Now, a lot of people say, well, what's the proper insurance? You must be talking about life insurance. I'm talking about any insurance that would protect you and your assets. Some of you need disability insurance. Some of you need long-term care insurance. And most of you need life insurance, whatever the insurance is. And most of you will only buy car insurance, or you'll buy homeowners insurance, but you won't buy renters insurance. So there's a lot of different insurance programs that mitigate risk. But if you don't use the ones that you need, that's best for your situation, you are what we call underinsured, and you're not protecting yourself, and you're playing financial Jenga with your family. Respond quickly to danger. You got to be willing to hit that button. Now, see, ants act immediately when threatened. See, the financial vulnerability is you delay a lot of financial decisions. You put it off. You say, I'll get to it. You don't keep a journal of your finances. You don't have the financial positioning system. You don't have anything or any way of keeping track of where you are financially. The tactical lesson is to address these issues early. The way that you address these issues early, people, is you have to have a system in place. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. A financial system, the financial positioning system that I offer to people who are interested, is a system to help you stay on track financially. And for the amount of money that you would pay, it will give you the peace of mind, as well as give you the opportunity to know exactly where you're at all times. Communicate constantly. See, ants, they leave trails to guide the colony. See, if you're not communicating with your loved ones, your spouse, your children, you're doing a disservice to them. The financial threat is they lack financial clarity. Something happens to you and they don't know what to do. You didn't have a will in place, you didn't have a trust, you didn't have the proper life insurance. Something happens to you where you don't die, you don't have disability insurance. You are in a situation where you are not properly providing communication to your loved ones. You need to track your money, communicate your goals, and use a dashboard that is able to be expressed to your loved ones in the event something happens. Because guess what? It probably will. You got to think long term, not comfort. See, ants sacrifice short term ease for survival. See, a lot of you are not in survival mode. You are in scarcity mode. Survival mode means that you put it away somewhere, somehow. Some of you don't have a retirement plan. Some of you don't have an emergency fund. Some of you don't have nothing. Or as my dad used to say, a pot to pee in and a window to throw out of. So this is what I would say to you. Financial consequences, short-term thinking creates long-term pain. Remember, there are two types of pain. There's pain of discipline and pain of regret. And you got to figure out which one you want. The tactical lesson here is make legacy-focused financial decisions. You have to talk to your children. You'll notice I'm using a tree here. This tree represents your financial life. Most of you want the grass to be, you want the leaves to be real green, meaning your account is flourishing. But you got to understand, you had to start at the roots. The roots are underground. It's the small payments that you made into the account. It was the time. It was timing, and it was time and consistency, or it was as we like to say in the financial arena, you drip the money into the account where it grew into something bigger. So I want you to start thinking about that time is of the essence. You need to make legacy focused financial decisions immediately. Now, the ant mindset is simple. It's like playing a game of chess. We are always thinking 10 moves ahead. So what is the ant doing? Preparation beats panic. They realize if they prepare, they don't have to panic. Planning beats guessing. If you plan, or as we used to say in the Marine Corps, proper planning equals proper production. Piss poor planning leads to piss poor production. Now, I don't hope I didn't offend anybody but what I said, but understand consistency beats intensity any day of the week. See, we talk about making life great again in America. You need to make life great on purpose. That means you got to have direction. You got to have some order. You got to understand that the financial first responder wants you to have your stuff together. Look, this is Mike Barnes, the financial first responder. Please like and subscribe my channel. Send this to someone who may be able to learn from this. Teach it to your children, and I will see you on the beaches of the world. God bless.